work on. So guess what? You need to get to work improving them. And that doesn't mean spending 2 hours tomorrow morning addressing the problem. I mean going over it again and again and again until you get it right. And then again and again and again until it's boring as hell. And then keep going again and again and again until it's second nature. Stop trading your profit and loss and start trading your vision for the future. The moment you switch your focus from day-to-day account balances to instead focusing on what life will be like in 5 to 10 years' time if you work hard, then your trading will get better. Suddenly, the revenge trades stop. You don't overtrade anymore. You don't force things. I don't need a trade in the next 2 hours. I'll wait for the right one to come along whenever that happens. I've got 10 years to achieve this. The problem is, everyone always wants everything now, but that's not how success works. People talk about patience in trading and having the patience to wait for trades, but the real patience is about how you imagine yourself succeeding. How can you become a profitable trader in a matter of weeks? That doesn't give yourself enough time to fail and learn enough times to even deserve the success. What, you want something on a plate? Well, guess what? I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but life doesn't work that way. Prioritize your development. Take a step back from trading the markets and realize that maybe you're not ready yet. Spend that time on practicing instead. How many hours this week did you spend going over individual skills and trying to improve them, perfecting your technique and form? Well, whatever you answer to that, it's not enough. Do more. 2 years of trading as an optimized professional world-class trader will bring you better results than 10 years of mediocre, hit-and-miss, inconsistent trading. I've seen both sides, trust me. If you want that life in 10 years, rather than being stuck in the same situation you're in now, it's time to get to work. It's time to practice. It's time to grind. It's time to put up with the boredom and the frustration and the emotional strain, and it's time to get on track. Your success in trading won't come from just opening trades. It will come from being a great trader. So that's what you need to start working at becoming. So suck up those losses. Stop complaining. Stop giving up on yourself. Get your head down. And just start working.
And that's one of the reasons why we're here, is to perfect our skill set, put the time and energy into our education so that we can become great, consistent, successful traders, not just traders. So that's why we're doing this every single day. Outside of this, I hope you guys are putting the time in. Second. Internet acting funny this morning.
Morning, Vaughn.
Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, my friend. How about yourself?
Just getting out of bed, man. Just getting out of bed. Another day, another dollar.
Good.
Finally get to sleep in one of these damn mornings.
I know how that feels.
I keep having to bring my girlfriend to class at 7:30 every morning, so to get like another hour of sleep, it feels good.
I'm actually from Minnesota. If you can't tell, this was in college. They're not out.
We're gonna get into our session, and then we're gonna do some live
just
chart markups.
Green again.
1 second.
Markups again. So it just helps that you don't have to. Otherwise, I have mine to the right. Low. So on this uptrend, this is the recent where it's rejected, and so we're gonna click on to see for me. If you like them on the left, go ahead.
Okay, got that queued up. Now let me share my screen. we're going to finish where we left off from yesterday, and then we're going right into the chart markups and going into our live trading.
Otherwise, I have mine to the right, and you're wondering how to get them to the right. So pick a color, have it drawn out. Make sure to have these numbers in if you do want to learn and add it to your trading game. I don't use Bollinger Bands. I don't use the RSI, stochastic. I don't even use currency strength. I'm strictly just technical analysis on the charts with the fib tool. You can have how I trade all for free on this trading view. No need for the pro version unless you want, extra tools. I'm not going to be taking any trades tonight. This is strictly just going to be training. If we do see GBP USD setting up, take a trade. Otherwise, I don't think I'm going to be taking any trades. We'll see. We'll see in the next 10 minutes if we get done early on this pair. But hopefully you guys have that. How I would draw this up now. Let me zoom out here. I'm gonna actually remove this. So hopefully your fib matches up with mine. And now we're gonna zoom in on the 5 minutes. So I only draw this on the 5 minute. So now we're looking at the little picture. So we've been zoomed out the whole time. We know where price is heading. It's heading up. We want to trade with the market. And so now there's two ways to draw the fib tool. Up and down. So uptrend. So we're going to draw this on the uptrend. So our first one, we do want to kind of hone in on the last low. So I'm actually going to just use my brush tool a little bit. And so this is low. This is a low. This was a previous low. So we kind of got to pick where we're going to draw it, or where we're going to start it. So the first thing we do is find the recent low. So on this uptrend, this is the recent where it's rejected. And so we're going to click our fib tool there. After this, we go find the nearest high. And so we use it only on the bodies. Do not use it on the wicks. This is, a lot of trial and error, a lot of practice with this tool. I found out that the best is on the body where prices ended. And so you want to match it up with the highest body and then just extend it over to the right. And so we have, if we zoom in, we have this low on the body. We have our high on the body. And now we simply wait for price to come down into our 618, our 0.5, our 705, and our 786 zones. And we go in for buys. So we start on the bottom. We have a top. And then our first entry that we can get into, I like it when it comes into this zone, into this orange zone. So between the 0.5 and our 618 level, this will be our first entry. This is heavily uptrending. I would like to, if we were live trading 15 minutes ago, it's 5 minute candlestick, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes ago, we could have gotten into our first buy here as price, came down from our high. So if we just had it marked here and this wasn't our new high, it's not too far off, we could have gotten into our first buy as it came into our orange area in between these two levels. So that would have been our first buy. As price is continuing to uptrend, as we see, this is kind of our shorter uptrend. We want to trade with the market. I like trading with the market. Gives us a better confirmation of our trades, especially on the short time frame. Timing really matters. Specific points really matter, especially with binary. If you're not careful with that, that can really cost you some trades. So it hit our area. We could have got in right there. The next area I would look for, I would still like it in this area if it were to come down here. Why? Is because I see price rejecting here. I also see a lot of highs right here. And that kind of matches up with our low point here. But I would like it, just for confirmation, price to come down into these zones. But if you have your chart extra marked up with your support and resistances, this could have been a good entry based on the 5-minute markups that we're marking up. So as we see, this could have been why you drew this resistance, which would then, you know, line up with our area of our, in between our 618 and 0.5 zone. So I would have liked it here, especially because of these two candles of where price came to, kind of consolidated, made its move up. You kind of see a really good trend here. In this area, you kind of see just a steady uptrend. But once it breaks this 5-minute trend, it's probably going to do what it did on the higher time frames. With this uptrend, broke through, came back and touched it. My mouse is being difficult. Came back and touched it. Almost came back and touched it. Almost came back and touched it again. So hopefully this is making sense to you. I like to break it down so people, day one, they can understand how to view the market and not be overwhelmed. You know, I like to, you know, teach it like this is brand new information for someone. And this is day one. So if you do have new people starting, you found this helpful, you know, have them hop on every Monday. I'm going to go over a pair, but each pair is going to be different. There's going to be different stuff we can go over. You know, there's always going to be support, resistance, trend lines, but not always that we're going to have these channels of uptrends. We're not going to always have that. So we have to adjust our analysis. We have to adjust, you know, how we see it. But if we're zooming in on live trade, I would simply love to go in just off the Fibonacci tool. If we look left and see where history is repeating itself, market moves in waves. And if you get the bigger picture of where the market's going, you have these markups for a while. You don't have to remark up your charts every day. Just makes it a lot easier on yourself. So don't just, when you're trading, don't just look at this view right here. This does you barely anything. You know, probably a 50% win rate if you're just looking at this view right here. If we zoom out, get the bigger picture, look at the 30-minute and where it's trending. I mean to draw that. Where it's trending, you know, look at the hour, look where it has moved in the last week, in the last month. You really can see zones of, I like to draw the rectangle tool. See, this zone hasn't cracked this zone in a while on the day. So this is, what is this? December 2019. GBP USD hasn't cracked this area since May 18, where it last June 2018, last time. So you probably have, you know, just from the day, a good rejection point. This is probably going to be on its way back down. If we look at this, you see a lot of rejection all the way back to 2018. It's a good area of resistance. So I like to look at the bigger picture. I think you get the most out of looking at the bigger picture. But I hope everyone took something away from this session. I promise I'll be more energetic in the following sessions. I hope you enjoyed and took something away. I'm excited to, be back at a consistent level. I've been out. I'm excited to trade with Matty Pips on Wednesday. So we're going to kind of trade together. He uses Cash Trap. I have a little bit different of analysis, but usually trade the same pairs. We'll have a fun time. We'll clear some trades. We'll get to the bag. But if you learn something tonight, type some $signs in the chat. Not every time you hop on a go live, you have to win a trade. You can win from learning too. Understand that you have to have the knowledge before you want to risk your money. And that's what I kind of had to learn early on. I was bouncing my account from 250 to 1,000, for a few months because I didn't understand. I didn't understand risk management. I didn't understand what I was doing yet. I would take 20, 30 trades a day. Quickly learned that, it's not about the amount of trades you take. And you got to really understand the market to, be successful, discipline, compound your account over time. But I hope this helps a lot for basic beginners. I'm definitely excited for this journey into 2021. It's going to be great. My goal is to be a top 5 educator with my knowledge and what I know, and I want to teach you, how I've been successful, and hopefully this gives you a bigger picture on how I see the market. But you guys have a great night. If it's nighttime, if it's morning time, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you guys on Tuesday. So tomorrow I'm going to be on the Team Ambition.
Okay, let me stop sharing my screen. All right. Does anybody want to start us off? Anybody want to go first with sharing their screen and looking for a trade setup? We're actually just marking the chart. If you understand, got to look for a trade setup, but just marking up your chart. And once we have that done, if you want to then go ahead and, find a pair or something to a trade to take or whatever, we can do that at that point. I know Sandra's at work, so she can't do it. MJ, I haven't heard from you. Would you like to do anything? Can you talk, share your screen?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Let me make sure you can share real quick. Okay, you can share your screen when you're ready.
All right, give me a second, please.
Okay, no problem.
You see my screen, bro?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Go to the daily, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about it for the day.
Okay.
I'm going on the 4 now. I think that's about it. About the 4. You
Okay.
see anything else, bro?
Not at all. No.
Now I'm on the hour. But,
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know GBP NCD was a thing.
You say what, Nathan?
I said I didn't even know GBP NCD was a thing.
Yeah, me neither, bro. I never traded that pair at all myself. I'm looking like, okay, that's a new pair for me.
I think that's about it. You see anything else, bro?
No, you covered it pretty well, my friend.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to the 30 minute.
For anybody that's watching recorded later, all he's doing right now is marking his chart up. He's marking up his support and resistance lines right now. Start at the daily, go down to your 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 30, the 30, 15, then the 5 minute chart.
Man, Ron, are you eating on these 2 zones on EuroCAD right now?
Oh no, I haven't done any trading yet.
Oh. I've been taking buys and sells the last 20 minutes.
Oh wow,
My buy is like 80 pipettes in profit right now.
Oh, you killing the game right now on a Tuesday.
So I'm
That's
good
good
to move
stuff.
on to the 15.
Yep, that looks good, brother.
Okay. See, this is where I always have a problem with the 15 minute because it's,
Where you feel you have problems identifying the areas that we have resistance at?
yeah, the 15.
Okay.
Like, would you put one right here?
Well, honestly, you have a lot on the screen already. So
So just
for me,
5?
I would go down. Yeah, I would go down to the 5 and look for those smaller key areas on the 5 minute chart.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Like right here.
Right. Yep. I put one there, and you don't need too many more. But just sometimes the price will stop in the middle of your 2 zones, like at the bottom. It may hit
Okay.
in the middle there, sometimes. So I noticed that. I normally don't trade that area, but right now you can see there's a lot of resistance in that area. So down the road, it may come down there and be beneficial if you already got it marked up.
Oh, okay. That's
Mm-hmm.
in the future.
Yeah, because right now the market is way up at what 3,945 area.
Right here.
Yeah, it's up there right now. Yeah, I would definitely put a line there, and then that would probably be it.
So now just zoom out like that.
At the bottom of that candle, I wouldn't put one at the bottom. You talking about the very bottom, down at 626, or what are you talking about?
Like right on that right here. Right there.
Yeah, I mean it's a resistance level. However, the current market has already came through that area.
Uh-huh.
So you see how it already broke through. It's going right through that area. It is a zone though, but the price is going right through that area. So I would definitely be careful taking a trade there.
So would you just put the box though, like right here?
Yeah, that would be like a zone for me for sure. Because it may pop off. It may resist off that area coming down there in a minute. Is this in an uptrend or a downtrend right now?
I think it's
Look on a higher time frame and then zoom out a little bit, and it should show you. Go to the 30, and then kind of zoom out of the market, and that way you can kind of see consolidated. That way you can see where it's going.
like that.
A little more. Keep going. Okay, so this thing is really like going up and down. It's not really going up or down right now. So Let me see.
Holiday.
Go to the side margin where the numbers are at and make that smaller. Okay, it's
Where is
kind of
it?
go. You know what? Go to the 1 hour. Let's see something. The 1 hour may show you a little better. Okay, so yeah, you stop right there for a second. Oh, I thought you had a downtrend. Yeah.
It's still doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you see, back in March, it was way down at the 760. In April, it came up. So it's kind of like this market goes up and down. It's not really in a strict downtrend or uptrend. But
Uh-huh.
from April to now, from April to 6, it looks like it's been in a downtrend.
Okay.
So, I think it's safe to take trades both ways on this pair. I can't say it's dominantly downtrending, but I would say I would do both. So,
Oh, okay.
so go back to your 5. So if it comes to that line you have there at
Right
928,
here.
yeah, if it comes down to that resistance level right there, I would take a call on that.
Okay. So just go like.
Because you look left at right at the market there. No, not that one. I was saying the one that's already there that you have.
Oh, okay.
If it come all the way down to your next zone, which is right there, that line right there,
Uh-huh.
I would take a call there. Yeah. The reason why is
Okay.
because you have more resistance in that area if you look back in the history. See,
Okay. I
going
see
back
what you're
in
saying.
March, right, you got more of resistance there.
So just wait the price to get on this line,
Yeah,
which is
838, 831.
8
Okay.
831,
Yeah,
and just go for a call.
I would take a call there. Sure.
Okay. All right. I think that's
Hmm.
about it.
Okay. Great job, man. Great job.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? Well, I know Sandra's at work.
I should stop sharing.
Okay, so I know she can't share her screen. Nathan, did you want to share your screen? If not, I'll go ahead and.
Sure, 1 second here. I'm drawing something up right now.
Okay, cool, no problem. Well, I'll wait to share.
Just left us, but shoot, let me hop on this on my computer. I can share my screen that way. I'm on my phone right now.
All right, no problem. Well, in the meantime, I'll just start sharing my screen until you're ready. All right, so I
You're
just
good.
clicked on. I'm already on USDK. I haven't done any markup this morning, so this is fresh out the gate. I'm just gonna, and I already got my charts already pre-marked up from using my charts every day. So I'm just dragging over my zones, and at the same time, I'm looking to see what has changed. So this was in an uptrend, so that's why I'm taking calls on this pair. So the price comes into this zone here at between 339 and 324. I'll take a call. However, the price tends to wick down a little bit, so it's not a precise number. So on this pair, you may have to roll over because it likes to wick down and then go back up. Let me make that bigger so you guys can see that. So if you can see the wicks on the candles there, it likes to wick down. You can see all the wicks on these candles. This is, I thought that was UK. This is GBP JPY. Okay. So again, I would take a call here if it comes back down to this area. And most of the time, I just set my alarm. This is also another zone right here that I see. Right in here. Kind of likes that area. But it already is broken through there, so I wouldn't use this right now. That would not be a good entry point for me. Let me get rid of that. I don't like that. It is respecting this area. So if I want to top that peak off, I can do that. Just so I know where it hit previously and it bounced right back down. So, but I'm waiting for a call down here. That's what I like better than a sell. So I'll just set an alarm, give myself time to go back to the pair and set my broker up. And then I move on to another pair. Let me know when you're ready, Nathan. I'm just talking in the meantime.
I'm ready.
Okay, let me stop sharing.
I've kind of been eating off of EuroCAD right here. I got two zones where it's been rejecting off of a lot. You could have just taken that buy and you would have been deep, and you could have been taking these sells in be deep as well. But I would say if this thing comes back up to like around the 900s, I'd take it for another sell. This thing is uptrending, but what I'm seeing here is the EMA is crossing down. And you can kind of see when the EMA is crossed down, like right here, for example, it kind of just tends to like keep riding it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I'd also like buys right here. So I don't know. Because this thing is in an uptrend.
Right. But the way I look at it, Nathan, is that if I have a zone and I see price resistance off that zone, I'll trust it and take a call there. And at the same time,
Yeah,
I'll take
it
a
could
sell
come
and stay
down
going.
here.
Yeah.
I think it might come down here and try to fill this before continuing up. I was going to say, I thought I had a long-term downtrend on this thing that might have just broken. Or no. I mean, it could be still obeying that downtrend. Yeah. See, I'd sell it if it comes back up here to like 900.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it just happened a couple minutes ago, but that's what I got.
No problem. All right. Let me see. Does anybody else want to share their screen? Let me put mine back up right quick. Okay, so now I'm looking at your USD. Let's see what we got here. Real quick. Okay, so I know this is
If you want to take buys on EuroCAD right now, it's happening right now.
Okay. Well, just you call something out. You can call something out if you want to. I'm just doing some markup, seeing what I see, if I like anything. Your USD was in an uptrend. I've been taking calls on this for a while. I will take a sell on your USD, but I'd rather take a call, obviously. But looking on my 30-minute chart, if it hits this zone here, where my horizontal line is, I would definitely take a sell there. That would be at 420. 420. Yeah, I'm gonna take that at 420. Just because 420.
Okay, we have to take this today.
It would have to be the right thing to do, right? All right. So if it comes up to 420, I'll go ahead and take the sell just because it's 420, right? Even though I don't even smoke, but I'm just saying, just to go along with the flow. So I just set an alarm there just in case it comes there. I'm looking at two trade setups right now. I got EU that I'm waiting for. I'm sorry, yeah, EU, and then I got GJ that I'm waiting for a call down at 320 322 or below for a call. I'm just writing this. I write everything down. I do a lot of journaling with my trades every single day. I write every trade that I do, the dates, all that. And when I'm looking for call setups, I write them down as well, so that way I don't forget where I wanted my trade at. So just some habits that I have. All right, so I'm looking on the 30-minute now on UJ, and I go to a high time frame to see the bigger picture and also to show me which way the market is going. So this pair here, as you can see, is in a downtrend. So even though it's coming back up, that's like a temporary move. It's not going to stay in an uptrend.
We can't see your screen.
Oh, what? Thank you. I'm just sitting there going on and on. Thank you, Sandra. All right. Let me go back to what I was doing. Okay, so what I was saying was that Uh-oh, moving my line. That's okay. As you can see, the price has been in a downtrend for a while. It was predominantly downtrending overall. And this here, even though it came back up, this is not an uptrend. This is just a temporary move, and eventually going to start coming back down. You can tell because of the large wicks here that it's going to go another direction. So that's why it's starting to come down now. So currently, the market is here. So I'll draw a horizontal line over there to make a zone there. So as you can see, it's coming in there, wicking off, large wicks there. So I know if the price comes up to here, I'll take a sell. So this will be my next move on GJ. If it comes up to, I'm sorry, USD JPY, if it comes up to I would say 485 or higher. Well, I'll just say 486. No, 489 was the last one. Okay, for me, 489 or higher on UJ. UJ 489 or higher, and the higher the better. But sometimes it may not come back up to. Previously, it came to 497. It might not come that high. So yeah, we want to be picky, but you may miss an entry as well. So I'm gonna write that down, or 497. So in between 489 and 497, where I would get in at, and I would feel comfortable if I got to roll this over one or two times because it's an overall downtrend. So I won't feel like I'm gonna lose that trade. If you trade with the trend, you have more success of clearing your trades than you do if you trade against the trend. Doesn't mean you can't. All right.
Man, Vaughn, look at that. Look at EuroCAD.
EuroCAD.
You could be eating off of this consolidation right now.
Yeah, I love consolidation. Well, I got a fib there. Let me get rid of that. All right, this is EuroCAD, USD. I'm sorry, EuroCAD that we're looking at. Let's see. Drag that over. Okay, so this is what he's talking about. So basically, I did take a trade here.
You're on the 30-minute.
Yeah, I'm just moving the box because it'll be bigger when I
Okay.
get to the 5. Yeah, I don't have to drag it over too far. I'm gonna drag that one over. Okay, now we'll go down to a lower time frame. And my boxes are already long enough now. Okay, so basically now that would be a call there. If it comes down to this middle zone, I'll definitely take a call in the middle here. But I think are you talking about here, Nathan? At 785?
Yeah, that's where I have my little box.
Okay, so he split this up. So basically, get my tool. So this is what he did. He put another zone here. So as you can see, price did respect this area here and make that bigger. So you can see that price is respecting in here heavily. So if this comes down to 785 or below, I'll go in for a call here. So that's EuroCAD, EUEC, 785 or below, 4-minute call. So that's what we're looking for. That'll be our first call this morning. And I hope you guys can see why we did that. And I'm gonna put some arrows here to show you guys all the entry points that you could have taken on this trade. That way you can kind of see for yourself how the zones work, what I look at, things like that. Once you make your zones, you're just waiting for the price to come to you. And don't be afraid to take your own trades and roll over if you have to. And start out in a dollar or demo mode. That way you're not losing the bag. So there's 4 entries right there. Okay, here's 2 more over here.
Yeah, and then I had my top zone at like the 900s.
Okay. I'm gonna go and set my broker up on EuroCAD. It's coming down. I'm I do 4-minute trades. All right, right now it's an 808. 808 kick drum. All right, okay. So as you can see, there's 2 more trades there. Now we're waiting for this, and there's 3 more here. Okay, 792, 801. There's my alarm on UJ. Okay, let me go look at UJ. All right, so it's there. So I wanted USD up at, I didn't write it down. So that would have been it, 481, but it's already going the other way already. So you see how it respected that zone right there. So I could have taken that had I been prepared to take my trade. I could have took my trade here at 482. Let me go back to EuroCAD and see where it's at. So EuroCAD is coming down, it's setting up. Because I would have liked my UJ trade as well. As you can see there, the analysis is on point. The alarm was set for a reason. I would have got in right there, and boom, market is going down. So the zones do work. As soon as it touched the zone, it bounced off that zone. But right now we're waiting on EuroCAD. All right, so I just want to show you guys that. And I did not call that out. Most of the time we call out trade, that way you guys know what to take if it comes to you on your screen. Because when you're talking, a lot of times you miss the trade. So you don't want to have any kind of distractions. You want to be, just solely locked in on what you're doing so you don't miss anything. Yep.
I think we just missed EuroCAD as well.
Yeah, it's gone. Would have been a great call though, but it didn't come down to where we wanted it at.
Yep.
Where did it come to? It came down to 798.
796. Yeah.
So let's see what happened with EuroCAD. Okay, so EuroCAD came down to 799, and as you can look and see that the candle next to it, right here, is at 7. The candle next to it is 799 as well. So it didn't come past that point. So sometimes it won't come all the way down the way you wanted it, like 789. It may not come down that low. So you got to give yourself like a range. Okay, if it comes down to here, between there, I'll take the trade. And that's how that would have been a great call. Look at that large green candle. So it's gonna probably match this one, and it's gonna come right back down. Now, would I take a sell there? Let's see. So if I put a box here, trace it back, and just look and see. All right, we got something else. Euro USD 414. Okay, there's my Euro USD. And what's that? 430.
And that thing went to the moon.
Yeah, it did. EU. It's at 428. All right, I'm gonna take a practice trade here. I would like for it to come a little higher up to 445, where I have my actual horizontal line at. But right now it's at this one. So let's see what's at 430. I will take my first entry here at 430. It might not come back up there. 433, I would have got in there the first time. If I get a spike up, I'll take it. Want a little bit higher than that. $426. All right, 421. This may have already left us, but if I get a spike, I'll take it at 430. Okay, I took it at 430. And I just took a $1 trade for practice. Let's go over the analysis real quick on why I took the trade. This is what I explained earlier. is I'm just going off my zones. So I have a horizontal line here at 425, and it spiked up to 430. My next horizontal line is at 447. So off each of my zones, I'll take my trade. Even though this is in an uptrend, market moves in waves, and I'm trading off my zone. So what I normally like to do is take a smaller time frame if I'm trading against the trend. Okay, so let's see what it's doing now. So right now it's at 423.
I think that thing's about to dump.
Yeah, let's find out.
I got my 50 and my 200 EMA crossing down right now.
Okay, that's good sauce. All right, it's spiking up a little bit. Let's see what happens.
And it's hitting the 20 EMA right now.
29. I will roll over my $1 because I don't want to lose my dollar. So I will roll this over one time.
We need that gumball of the day.
I know, right? I gotta have that. All right, we're still in profit. So let's see what happens. So basically, anybody that's watching this later recorded session that's new, what we're basically doing is drawing up charts right now, looking for trade setup and taking practice trades. So what I recommend anybody that's interested in boot camp, definitely join the next one because we're on day 13 now. So this is a 30-day process. So in the beginning, we go over the very basic, rudimentary stuff, covering everything that you can think of on a basic level. And then every day we get better and improve and get something more stringent as we go through the process. And then we start doing live trading, marking up charts every day. So this is a 30-day process. You put this in for 30 days and then look at yourself 30 days later and look at the results of what you can achieve. So I strongly believe you do this every single day, marking charts up every single day, you will get better. If you don't put the time in, you're not going to see, the results you want and desire. So every day the homework is marking up 5 charts a day, and watching these videos and doing this practice app, applying yourself every single day. All right, so we just cleared that. Okay, and all I used was basic SRT here. Okay, so we cleared that trade. Does anybody else want to mark up a chart, call a trade out? So feel free to do so. We got a little time here. We got at least 15 more minutes if you guys want to do that. If not, I'll just keep looking and going over some stuff, calling out some trades for the team.
I'm looking.
Okay, no problem. All right, so I'm just going to pan through my charts real quick, see what I got. Go back to UJ.
Man, if we did take the EuroCAD sell, we would be deep right now, too.
On which pair?
The EuroCAD sell you were talking about.
Is it there now?
It just left.
Oh, I didn't get to draw my box. Okay, that's what happened. Yeah, so what I was saying was I would have drew a top box, and if it came up to a certain point, I would take a sell. So like I just drew that box there. So basically the market hit. It came up to 876, and it went right back down. As you can see there, make it a little bit bigger, where you guys can see that. All right, so the price came into the box, into the zone, right there to 876. All right, the little dots, I can't make the dots go away. All right, so I'm just moving this down that way you can see it clearly. Okay, so I can bring this all the way down, and you can see that the price bounced off this area. So I'm gonna put little arrows there that way you guys can see what I'm saying in case you don't understand. So here's another one right here. One right here. So, we got something else. We're cooking. Go over to GJ, what we got. So GJ is working his way down. I'm gonna go to my broker, set that up for my call.
We're at like 325.
I'm going back. Yeah, it's coming down. We're waiting for it to come down to 322 or below.
It's gonna be money.
350. All right, it's coming down pretty fast. It's at 345 right now. 342. Okay, what we got? Got a green candle. 341. Okay, might not come all the way down. It's already forming a green candle. It opened up green. Let's see what happens. Sometimes you get a spike down though. So let's see if it comes down that low. It came down to 336. We're waiting for 322, 329, 328. Come on. Give me one more little spike down. Sometimes you got to talk to it. 325. Come on. Give me 322, 320. All right. You gave me a better entry. So I took 319 on GJ, which it may come down just a little lower. It may come down here to this line here at 297. I got in at 319. All right, I'm in there for 4 minutes. Let's see what happens. And again, I'm using light risk. I'm not risking a lot. $1, $5 demo, whatever you feel comfortable with. But when you're practicing, don't use a lot of money. Use small money, and basically use a demo account if you're just practicing until you get your strategy better, until you build your confidence up. Then you start leveraging more, but not over leveraging. You want to risk between 1-3% of your account size every time you do a trade. Also, you want to get your trading plan. If you don't have one, go to daily compound daily is the name of the plan that you can use to get you a compound plan. Because when you compound, you're taking your earnings from today and you're putting all that on the line tomorrow. So, and also, if you got to make, let's say your compound trading chart plan tells you that you got to make $30 today. What I would do is then divide that into 4 to 5 trades. So if you got to do $30, make $30 today, and you divide that by 4 trades, that's just $5 a trade. All right, where we going? Okay, I was looking at my trading. Okay, so basically, I was saying that you got to make $30, 4 trades. You're only doing $5 to $7 a trade. That way, you're not risking too much. You're not going to do $30 on one trade. You're going to divide it into 4 to 5 trades. You got to make $40, and you're doing 4 trades. How much is that? Or you want to do 5 trades? How much is that? Same thing. As you keep going up on your compound daily plan, you want to divide those trades up. That way, you're not doing one trade. Got to make $100. All right, look like it's going down. I can't roll that over now. Okay, so look, I'm going to lose this trade. I can't roll that over. It came down to 297, which that's what I thought it would do. Of course, I wanted it to go back up, so I would have needed to roll this over. I don't have the time to do that now. So I lost that trade. I do like my analysis. However, it busts through the structure there, and I would have just rolled that over, give myself more time. I do feel this is going to go back eventually. Just in my 4 minutes, it did not do that. Okay, so you see that wasn't an uptrend. It came up, down, and then it's going to reverse, but I needed more time. So you can already see it starting to go back up. So it's definitely going to come back up. I needed more time on that trade. But if the price doesn't come below your level to put you out of profit, you can't roll over. So I did not have the option to roll over. So that's why we lost that one. And you are going to have losses. It's at 319 now.
Oh, hey, Vaughn. Eurocat is coming there again.
All right. Let me know when it's there. I just want everybody to see GJ coming back up. That way they can see that it will come back the other way. EuroCAD. Let me go take a look at it.
EuroCAD is almost there.
All right. Did you take it?
I'm about to.
We're going to take EuroCAD now. We wanted at 785. It already hit 777. That would have been the money call right there, 777. So we didn't get that. If it comes back down to at least 785, I'll take a call on that. So we wanted, it came down to here. Let's see what happens. 796. $795. And we're not going to chase the market right now. It would be not the smartest thing to do to hop in a call right now because the market does move in waves. So you don't want to chase the market. We call that a number, 785 or below. If you miss the trade, you know, it'll be another one.
Yeah, I think we might have missed it. I think that 777 was the money entry.
Yeah, that was a great number.
Yeah, that thing's gone.
So we missed it. I should have set an alarm there. I didn't know it was that close. I wish you would have said it was like right there. I would have went over there and got to it and took the trade. Okay, coming back down.
I don't know if I'd take it again.
Mm-hmm.
Just based off the 15.
I'll put $1 on it though. We're just practicing, so.
Yeah. It slapped the 200 EMA at that 777 too.
Okay. But it didn't quite come all the way back down again. It came down to 792. Okay, I took the 785, 786. Because we called it out, I wanted to take it just to see what we do on our session. So I got it at 786. And again, these are just practice trades. All right, so we took it at 786 for 4 minutes. Let's see what happens. It came down to 779.
That might be the money entry right there.
Yeah. In the 70s would have been a better call. So it's trying to break through the structure.
But it can't.
The next level of resistance they can come to is 762. So let's see what happens. So like it's going the other way. Come on. It's at 797 right now. Trying to push up. So again, let me just go over the analysis one more time of why we took this trade. So basically, we made a zone. We made a zone box down here. We made a zone box up here as well in the middle. And we waited for price to come into the zone. Each time looking back to the left, when I say left, we mean back in the history. Basically, you scroll left on your trading chart and actually look left in your zone. And you can see these wicks and the candles. These are candles that came down into your zone. Each time it came down in the zone, the same level, which was 779, the price went back the other way. So again, price repeats itself. So on the right side, price came down to 778, 777, 774 right now. So it likes these numbers over here. The same numbers that over here are over here. All right, let me go back to the broker, see what's going on. All right, we are deep in profit right now. That's pretty good. Good to see. Okay, so going back to what I was saying, so the price repeats itself. All right, if you look through here, kind of in the middle there, we got two more hidden candles right here. We got one here and one here. Same price point, 779, 778. Over here, it came down to 786, 790, 788. So it likes this zone. So that's why we said, okay, if it comes into this zone again, we're going to take a call on this area. So that is why we took this trade. So basically, understanding how to trade is not that difficult. It's just understanding market structure and basic fundamentals of trading of these markets, and then you can get this stuff. But it takes practice. It takes time. So don't expect yourself to be a perfect trader in the beginning. So I think I call this a 1 year process to really master the skill and really see profit and things like that. I give it 1 year personally. All right, so this is a very deep profitable trade here. Going to make a big $3.55 on this trade. That's outstanding.
Let's go. 3 gumballs today.
Yes, sir. 420. All right, we got a big clear. Big clear. All right, we're officially 2-1 right now, so that's good. Let's see if we see anything else. Again, if you guys want to hop in and show anything, feel free to speak out. I can stop sharing my screen. No big deal. All right, let's see. So that was EuroCAD. I am going to hop on Dan's session here in about 20 minutes. So let's see. GJ again. GJ continued to go down. So right now, I will not take another call at this moment. I'm going to bypass GJ. Heavy downtrend. I'm going to bypass that one. Actually, let me show you something. What I could do is also put a fib on that. If it wants to downtrend and give me a pullback, I can take a pullback on that as well. So if the price came back into my zone, which is 330, I'll take a sell on that. So I'll set me an alarm in case I get a pullback. I'll keep going. Looking at GJ. Okay, so I like GJ right here. UJ. Down at this level. Boom. Okay. So I see this real quickly now because I've been doing this. I kind of trained my eye to see the resistance areas real quick. Let me see if I would take a call on this or not, though. I think it was in a downtrend, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So downtrend. All right. So here's a head and shoulder pattern. You can see inverted head and shoulder there. Okay, there's a head and shoulder pattern right there. All right, so right now the market is down here. It's basically matching the left shoulder. So this should go the other way. Bring my head down a little bit. Lay your head on my bed. I can't sing. Okay. So basically, what we want right now with an inverted head and shoulder pattern, you want to buy the right shoulder. Let me move this out the way so we can see this. All right. There we go. So that's the pattern. We want to buy the right shoulder, which would be right here. So I should have moved it out the way. So we wanted to buy this back up. So at 334, we could have got in on UJ. So UJ at, what I said, 334. So basically here is where I would have liked to gotten in at 333. To buy off the right shoulder. So if it comes back down, now I want to test this out. So I'll take a test trade. Okay, it's there now. I'm gonna take a test trade on that to see if it works. Okay, so put a zone there. Okay, we're just testing out the analysis with the head and shoulder pattern. And actually, well, it did mirror this, but normally the head and shoulder pattern works when this is up a little higher. This was not supposed to come all the way through. This is like a violation now that I see that. So basically, it did not respect what it was supposed to do. It kind of just came all the way through. So let's see if it goes back the other way now, though. Normally, the head and shoulder pattern would stop up here. You have your head, which would be longer than your left and right shoulders. It'll come down to equal the left shoulder and go back the other way. So let's just see what happens where we are now with our zone. We still have a zone here, though. So let's see what happens. We should be in profit right now. Okay, we're in profit. And again, we're just test trading. That's why I'm not putting a lot of money on here, because I don't want to really just test the analysis. Okay, so that's what we're looking at right now. Head and shoulder pattern. You can see the head and shoulder pattern is like an M or a W. Okay, let's see what happens. I need my 69 cents. Come on, UJ. If you guys see anything else or you want me to go over a pair, let me know. Let me open the chat up just in case. Okay. So we're going to try to do boot camp once a quarter, or we may increase that. We don't know yet, depending on who wants to be involved in boot camp. I don't think it's just for new traders. I think it's anybody that want to, hone their skills, because again, as you go through the process, you may want to refresh your skills. Iron sharpens iron, and you're only going to get better if you continue to practice. Michael Jordan, because he got great, he didn't stop practicing. So with this, you want to continue to practice, throughout your trading journey. All right, we are out of profit. Come on back up. It's too late for me to roll over now. As you can see, we're already past that point. So maybe a 3-minute trade, because we're trading against the trend. Might have been better. So if you're doing, like I said earlier, trading against the trend, go with a lot of time frame. So maybe a 2-minute or 3-minute trade might have been better for this. But again, we're testing. We're not done yet. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're not done yet. Don't count us out yet. Okay. Go back up then, UJ. I wasn't believing in you. I apologize. So normally I don't count myself out until it's done. Okay. So we lost that trade. So again, we're just testing things out. All right. So, but you saw it did go up, but a lot of time frame would have been better. Okay. So we took a lesson on that. So now we're 2 and 2. UJ test trade at 334. Call. 1 minute, $1. Okay. And let me see what time it is. 3:48. It's 8:48. So if you guys don't have anything else, we'll go ahead and probably call it there. All right. So again, the homework is going to be, make sure you're doing your chart markups, put them in the AP4 chart markup group, so we can analyze your charts for you, get feedback from the community as well, not just from myself. And definitely enjoy your trading day to day. And looking at GJ, it's still tanking. That's why I said let's not take a call on this now, because it's continuing to have a downward momentum. However, if the price comes down and retest this zone, I could take a sell here. So that's how I look at that. Your line is turning to support lines and also resistance lines, depending on which way the market is going. So that's all I got for today, guys. See you guys tomorrow. See you in the chat groups. Peace.